Hey guys, just want to welcome you guys to the bass section of the Lifeline Students Worship lessons. And to kick off, my name is Brandon. I'm gonna be doing these videos for you guys, teaching you how to play bass. So the first thing I want to do is diving in is I want to start from square one. So if you don't know anything about anything, playing music or playing an instrument, you can start here, and hopefully by the end of these videos you'll be as good as me, or better. That's my goal, is to have you to be better than me, and it's not that it's about who's better and who's not. It's just, if I can teach somebody to take my place, I've done my job. So starting out, I want to get into what makes up a band. So usually, I don't know if you've noticed or not, but on a worship band, there's usually one or two electric guitarists. That's a lead guitar and a rhythm guitar, and then there's a keys player, maybe a couple an acoustic player or two, sort of depends. Then there's the drummer, and obviously the bass. And what the bass is what the name says. It's the base, or the foundation of the worship band, worship team. It fills up the music. It's the real low end sounds that you hear. It's pretty loud. It's that feeling you feel whenever the rafters and your chest vibrates and stuff. That's this. So with that being said, the bass, it's fairly simple instrument. It only has 4 strings, like a guitar's got 6. This can have 6, but most basses that you will see will have 4 strings. Here is the headstock of the bass. This is where the tuners are located, and that tunes it to the right tune, make it sounds good and everything. And this is the neck, and the neck holds the frets, so this is what you will play the notes on that makes it sound different. Down here, these are the pickups. This is what actually sends the signal from here to the amps, so that you can actually hear it and it just doesn't sound like the. Here's the volume knobs. These are pretty important. This is the volume knob. This is really the only one you have to worry about. And a lot of basses, they will have mixers to set your different tones for, like, your high, mid, and low end frequencies. This one has 3 for all 3. So we won't get into detail for that right now, but moving forward, now that we know all the parts of the bass and everything, let's move on to what is music. So music is comprised of like an alphabet, I guess you could say. So all that is A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. There's no M, N's, O's, Q's, P's, any of that. So if you're ever with me on stage, you might hear me joke about that and something crazy. But yeah, it's just A through G, and you can go really deep and get into like minor keys and minor notes and everything. But right now we're just gonna keep it simple, and it's A through G. So each string on the bass has a different note. The top one, it's the biggest string. It's the E. So that's your E string. This is your A string. This is your D string, and this is the G string. Okay. So let's go through that again. So from top to bottom, it goes E, A, D, and G. All right. So with that being said, each string has a different set of notes down the fretboard, and each one of these, I actually don't know what they're called, but these silver pieces on the neck, they are what separates from each note. So it's like, so each one of those that you could tell a difference in the sound is a different note on the E string. So starting out, it's E. Okay, so walking up the neck, it's E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, sharp, and back to E. Okay, and on the A string, it's A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, and back to the A. Okay, so on the D string, it's D, open string is D. So it goes D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C, C sharp, and G. Sorry about my amp. It's this bass is really active and it sort of crackles and pops a little bit. So sorry about that. But so on the G, open G, it goes G sharp, A sharp, B, C, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, and G on the 12th fret. Okay, so it's okay if you don't, if you didn't get those right off the bat. I am actually going to include a link to a Google Drive folder that will have a folder for each lesson, and it'll have the contents of the material that I went through in each video. So so you don't have to worry about trying to keep up with me and memorizing every note and every place my finger's at. So you'll be able to look at a picture, and you'll be able to study those and just look at them on your phone or your computer or whatever you use to you can print them out and hang them on the ceiling, so when you're laying in the bed you can just look at it. It's probably crazy, but it's an option. So with that being said, let's go through that again, starting with the E string. I'm going to go down, but I'm going to skip the sharps and everything, because there's those, like, we play them a lot, but if you know where the main note is, the sharp and the flats are really easy to get. And one thing I want to note is the B and E doesn't have sharps, and so it goes from B to C and then E to F. Okay, so let's go through those again. Just the major notes, not the sharps and flats and in betweens. So starting with the open E, it's E, F, G, A, B, C, D, and E. Okay? Alright, so with the A, it's A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and A. Okay? Open D. Oh, let's turn this down just a smidge so it's not crackling on you guys. Okay. All right. So, open D, E, F, G, A, B, C, and D. All right. So on the open G, it goes G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And so now that we went through those notes and everything, I want you guys to review this video and to be able to kind of pinpoint, like, say, hey, where's the G? Oh, the G's right here, and also the G's right here. Okay, so look at that material that I put in the Google Drive, and let me know what you guys think. If you want me to go into more detail on that, let me know. But if you're good and want to move on, you can move on to lesson 2. Thanks, guys.